Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the vlog. We are in the car, getting ready to start forest school. I look awful today. I had a headache all night last night, and I got up and took some aspirin, and it didn't help, and it turned into a migraine. So wearing these sunglasses because while it's sort of at bay now, the lights, everything just seems really bright. And we've got forest school to get through today, and Arlo back there has a speech therapy appointment, and he has an OT evaluation today. So we've got a lot going on. We'll take you along as much as we can, and we'll see you in a bit. Are we gonna make some nature crafts, Arlo? Okay, forest school went good. I'm feeling a tiny bit better. There were ticks everywhere. I lost count of how many I pulled off of me. I haven't found any on Arlo yet, but we're gonna go home and take a shower and look him over before we go to his speech appointment. If you have any advice for how to keep ticks off of you that are natural, let me know, because I'm allergic to bug spray. Not Skin So Soft though, because I'm allergic to that as well. Okay, you guys, it's a couple days later and I am feeling much better, as I hope you can tell. I just woke up so my hair is a mess, but forest school was great. All the kids seemed to really like doing the nature weaving. Arlo didn't get into it as much, but that was okay. He was having a really hyperactive day. He's all over the place, and we had a busy day, busy week really, so I'm not surprised. And then his first speech therapy session went really well, and his OT evaluation went pretty good. I thought I'd talk a little bit about what's going on with Arlo. So I had mentioned to the doctor at his 3-year checkup that I had some concerns with like Arlo's stimming, his he has like his sort of hyperfixation on numbers and letters, like and how upset he gets when you have to turn off his letter videos, or hold on, car coming, or take away his alphabet puzzle, or things like that, because you have to go somewhere, like transitioning to the next thing he really struggles with, and we sometimes have meltdowns. And also just the fact that sometimes it's like I'm talking to him and he's so focused on whatever he's doing that he can't even hear me. I can't get through to him. I don't know, it's hard to describe. So I had some concerns. So she wrote some referrals for the speech therapy, OT therapy evaluation, and then for a pediatric developmental pediatrician. And we have had the speech evaluation, like I said, and the OT evaluation, but I haven't even heard from the developmental pediatrician to book an appointment. I called Cherokee Nation again to see what was going on, because I thought, well, because she told me the the person in referred care at Cherokee Nation told me that they were booked months and months out and it would be a while before they could get him in, but I thought they'd at least call to book an appointment. But I guess they're so far out that they're not even, I mean, we're on the list or whatever, but they're not even calling to book appointments yet. They're like 8 months to a year out. So I am thankful that in the meantime, no matter what's going on, they went ahead and wrote the thing for the speech and for OT evaluation and therapy, because really, whatever it is, autism or ADHD seem like the two most likely scenarios, or both, you know, we don't know yet. But whatever it is, that's likely what they would do anyway for him. So I'm glad we went ahead and started that now. Now, the speech therapist said that, like his verbal, like his vocabulary and all that was good, and that probably even better, they both said this, that he can probably do more than what he showed them, because when he is done, he's just done. And so he started off really strong on both evaluations, but again, transitioning to the next thing, he struggles with. But so if he didn't want to do something, he would just like go over to a corner and do his own thing and ignore her, basically, and wouldn't do a lot of it. But she was able to get enough to know that, you know, his vocabulary is fine and his you know, his communication is good. It's just she did say that there are some sounds that he doesn't have yet that he should have at 3. So like when he says a K, he should have the k noise down, and he still goes t and makes a T noise. And there's a similar thing going on with his G's. He says do instead of go. So they're working on that. They're also just going to work on kind of, in both OT and speech, they're going to work on like task completion and doing things when he's asked and stuff. So I'm happy about that. OT said that there did seem to be something sensory going on. He was sort of stimming the whole time. You know, never stops moving. He's stomping a foot or shaking his head or waving his hands in front of his face a lot. Some days more than others. That was probably a particularly bad day because he'd had so much going on. But I feel like I'd rather them see him, you know, on a bad day than a good day, because I feel like I've been trying to tell doctors this for a while now, and nobody would listen to me, because they see him and he's cute and he's friendly. And if you see him on a good day and you only see him for 15-20 minutes, he seems fine. So I'm glad they got to see, you know, kind of what I was talking about, what was going on. And so he is going to do some OT evaluation or OT therapy. And that's going to be 2 times a week. Speech is going to be once a week in Claremore. Speech said she thinks he'll probably only need for maybe like 3 or 4 months. I don't know how long he'll need the OT, but, you know, it's hard. We think, you know, we know he's awesome. We love him no matter what. I wouldn't change him. I love the way he is. I just want him to have the tools to succeed, and I also kind of just want him to know himself. I think it's good to know what's going on, you know. I haven't had an evaluation or anything, but I'm pretty sure I was on the spectrum. I mean, I know I was neurodivergent. Morgan and I were both, Morgan has ADHD, and we're both gifted, which put us on makes us neurodivergent. But by today's, you know, like, as we know more about autism and what it is, I really do think that I might be on the autism spectrum. But I just want him to know if he is, because I spent a lot of my life not knowing why I felt so different from everybody else, you know? And I don't want that for him. So I just want to know what's going on. But we're going to find out, and in the meantime, we're just going to keep doing what we've been doing. You know, Arlo is remarkably smart. He's such a smart kid. The speech therapist was even really impressed because she was showing him pictures and trying to get him to tell her, like, what things were. And she was kind of loud, and I think that overwhelmed him. So I pulled him into my lap, and I was like, is it too loud? And he was like, yeah. And I said, okay, well, let's take a break. And I covered his ears for a while, and then I started asking him, and I was, you know, more quiet. And then he's, you know, quietly and calmly asked him, what is this? And he would tell me, and then we got to a page with, like, alphabet, like, numbers and letters on it, and she was going to flip past that page because I think it was probably for older kids, but Arlo immediately was like naming them off, and she's like, so he knows all his letters. And I was like, no, watch this. And so I wrote out jump. I said, give me something to write with, and I wrote out jump on a piece of paper. I said, Arlo, what's that say? He said jump. I wrote out stop, and I wrote out about 12 to 15 different words, and he nailed them all. He just, you know, as soon as I wrote them, he knew what they said. So that was really impressive. She thought that, you know, he could already read that many words. And so we're just going to keep doing what we're doing with forest school and homeschool. And like I said, we probably wouldn't change anything anyway. We love the way his brain works, and we're just gonna love on him and help him learn the way he needs to. So that's it for today's vlog. If you guys like these videos and you want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. Also, if you could hit the like button, that would be great, and we will see you guys later.